702.
The Big Interview
With Bongani Bingwa.
You remember the names Babita Deokaran, Mpho Mafole, brave whistleblowers, auditors who uncovered wrongdoing at different institutions, Ekurhuleni and Tembisa Hospital, and they paid the ultimate price with their lives. But what about those who do survive, who must keep running? Bullets tore through his lungs, through his bones, still lodged in his body as we speak. We met Mr. T, a long-time anti-corruption crusader at the Department of Home Affairs, at a secret location. I came with a team from Eyewitness News and from 702 Breakfast. He's in hiding because there have been attempts on his life. He was one of those who exposed corruption at Home Affairs, refused to take bribes, but more importantly, refused to look away as some of his colleagues did. And the syndicates are still after him. Has seen the rot up close, talking about porous borders, stolen IDs handed over to foreign nationals. He has seen it up close, and he says the system is broken, but he thinks it's still worth saving. We met him at a secret location. As I say, the full interview is up on Eyewitness News, but have a listen to some of our exchange.
I observed through my side mirror. I saw them standing. They moved to my window, the first hitman.
Yeah.
Then when I saw him pulling a gun and going for a trigger, then I moved my body armrest. Then as I was lifting my arm like this, which was not something that I planned to do, then he started shooting me below here. The bullets went through my right and left lung and through my liver and removed, there's a small part on the liver called a spleen. And the one who was shooting from the rear passenger window shot through the seat, and the bullet hit my backbone and got lodged into the backbone. I think it did not touch the spinal cord, and it's still sitting there. That is the first attempted murder.
Babita Deokaran exposed corruption at Tembisa Hospital. Mpho Mafole was an auditor who uncovered more than R1 billion in tender irregularities in the city of Ekurhuleni. They paid with their lives for shining a spotlight on wrongdoing, murdered in cold blood. We don't know what they would say if they were alive today, but someone who has an idea is Mr. T, a longtime crusader against corruption at Home Affairs. See, they tried to kill him too.
When I arrived there was corruption, and I refused to join. People were selling services that was meant to be free. You had to pay an administration fee, and you had to also pay a drink for the official.
To do their job.
To do their job.
Mr. T, we've been told about all kinds of efforts to clean up the Department of Home Affairs. Have any of those yielded results, or is it as bad as it ever was?
Somebody maybe will say yes. I am saying no.
When you sat as a manager in some of the disciplinary matters, what were some of the worst examples of corruption you saw?
Stealing somebody's identity. When you register your child, the same ID number that will be allocated by the system on the day of registration is the same ID number that that child will carry as an adult. They steal that ID numbers. And an adult from Pakistan or Bangladesh comes and apply for an identity document and is given that child's number is stolen, is given to Bongani Bingwa, a big man and adult, is processed.
Even though it might say, it might start with...
Yeah, it's a child, it's processed. Then 2 days down the line, you come and do what they call rectification of particulars, including date of birth.
So it becomes like it was a clerical error.
It was a clerical error. It's rectified. Then you keep that.
Is this at an individual level? How organized is it?
It is an organized crime. The first time I picked that there was something happening, I was managing a satellite office on the showground, Pretoria showground there. I found 3 file covers with barcodes and file numbers. Then I picked them on a desk. I opened, they were empty. I found that there were 2 statuses for each file. That is, there was a rejection and an approval. And the first one was a rejection as unfounded. Then it was later approved. Then I checked who had performed those fraudulent activities. Then I identified the guy. Then he could not explain. He immediately said, well, I have a problem with cash. I need petty cash.
He admitted.
I can't put petrol, I can't do this. I can't survive on my salary. So I have this pressure to make sure that I do what you have just picked.
He got fired, didn't he?
No, he was given, because he pleaded guilty, he was given 3 months suspension without a salary.
And back on the job.
And back on the job to do the same thing.
Was that disheartening for you?
It was quite disheartening.
The corrupt officials decided to fight back.
These 3 boys ran towards the car. They came running from behind the other house. Then I locked the doors. I watched them through the side mirror. I don't know what they were waiting for, but they waited for quite a few minutes. Probably they were hoping that I was going to jump out. Then I saw the first one pulling up a T-shirt, and he pulled out I don't know whether it was 9mm, it was a revolver, I did not even know the categories of those weapons. And all of them did the same. Then I realized it was bad. They had come to take me out. I watched he moved to my door, the first one, to the driver's door. And I saw him moving his finger to pull the trigger. Then I fell on the arm's rest. After a moment or 2, then I heard that sound. Bah! And all the bullets that this first one shot went through here, through both my lungs and through my liver. The other one who was standing on the other window, the rear passenger's window, shot through my seat from the back and shot through the spinal bone. The bullet is still there.
Mr. T had survived, but with bullets still lodged in his body, he decided to continue the fight.
I reported them to counter-corruption. We charged them. I testified against them.
You knew who had done it. You knew who was behind it.
Those were my subordinates. I was managing there. I was supervising there.
How many officials are we talking about?
Today we are talking about more than 40.
Tell me about the second attempt.
The second attempt happened last year, 27 January. I had already retired. I'm a retired person now.
Where did they shoot you this time?
Yeah, it hit me here.
On the shoulder.
Yeah, and it went here, hit the collarbone and broke it. And apparently it changed the direction, went down. Still inside my chest here.
So as you sit here, you are full of bullets.
Yeah, I have 4.
You had already retired. Why were they coming after you now?
Apparently, I got to know that during that period, after the shooting, because I went to the hospital immediately, there were people who were looking for me. My children told me from Home Affairs, I had to finish those cases. And there was going to be a hearing. That was on Saturday. On Monday, there was going to be a hearing for somebody. In that hearing, I was going to be a witness.
What's happened to that case now?
Oh, it proceeded. It proceeded. I don't know the outcome yet. Nobody has told me what happened.
Were you ever eventually called to be a witness?
Yeah, eventually I testified.
You are in hiding still.
Yeah.
Are you still in fear for your life?
I'm not afraid to die, but to be killed is not a nice thing. I'm the only remaining parent. So that's what is not nice about it. But I know, as you do, that you and me are going to die someday.
But not like this.
Not like this. We don't. No one wants to be killed.
Mr. T, has all of this been worth it?
I believe so. No one wants a corrupt South Africa, except corrupt people. Because a corrupt South Africa is a dysfunctional South Africa. It can't work. That is why today I can openly say that we are living in a dysfunctional country because of corruption. It doesn't matter how small it is.
How do you think we can better protect people like you, whistleblowers, people who stand up against this corruption?
There should be a change in the legislative framework that deals with protection of whistleblowers. Because from what I've heard from those who have been protected and what I know, when they protect them by isolation. They still live somewhere away from the public. They change their normal day-to-day life that they would do. The moment they finish testifying, then they released them, and they are still exposed.
So once you testify, you're on your own?
You are on your own. That's what I know. You are on your own.
What happens now? Are you going to spend the rest of your life in hiding like this?
Well, one day I'm going to walk into the street. Whether they finish me, I don't think I am worried about that. But at least it is now known I refused to let corruption reign. This is my contribution. Whether we are going to win anytime soon, well, but somebody will stand on my grave, my children, and say, Daddy tried.
Daddy tried. How powerful was that interview? Home Affairs have responded to questions about Mr. T's allegations to us, and they say they know he was a Home Affairs employee and that he reported numerous cases of wrongdoing to the department's counter-corruption unit, and those cases were investigated. Disciplinary action was taken against the implicated officials. The department has a whistleblowing policy in place and also relies on the support of other law enforcement agencies. As I say, you can catch more of that interview on ewn.co.za. You can also go to the Prime Media Plus app to watch all of it. We spoke to him, of course, as I say, he's in hiding, so his identity is obscured because there's still a contract on his life.
Current events, developing stories,
Tough questions.
your voice making a difference.
This is Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.